Greetings, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I am She Delight, your spiritual reader. I hope everyone is having a great day, night, whatever time it is on your time zone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, evening or night. This is not going to be a long message, but I wanted to share some with you guys. Of course, there's always something that is experience in life, right? But this message is about how the divine is doing something within your person, within you, and what things is about to transpire. Okay, so I had it this morning as I was getting prepared to uh, go to work, of course, and I ended up getting a text message and an email. It was late, it was delayed, but they canceled the job that I was doing. I take care. I'm a caregiver, so I work at my own pace in that matter. So they canceled the job, which was fine. And in the same time, I had another occasion that I had to attend to in the midst of that as well. Well, in the same token of all of that, I was kind of bothered that they canceled. Then too, I wasn't bothered. I was okay because it's always good to pay attention to your intuition and to whatever the divine tells you, right? So I had an issue, unawarely not knowing, okay, and I understand you guys got to be very sensitive to the spirit and your intuition. Pay attention and listen very closely because you will miss something unawarely because you're moving too fast or you're not paying attention. Well, I love my children. Everybody knows they love their own kids, right? So I didn't know my brakes was going out of my car. They're not out. They're just making a hollering noise or whatever, which is fine. It's natural wear and tear. I talked, of course, my child has my vehicle more than I do, which is, it's fine. I don't got no problem with that. But at the same time, if I wouldn't have known that, if I didn't have to go to work this morning, I wouldn't have never known. But I didn't have to go and I had another occasion, I still wouldn't have known that the car had some issues. Yes, she said she would have had somebody work on the car tomorrow to have it taken care of, which was cool, but it wasn't given to me. I didn't know nothing about it. But that's fine, as long as it was going to get taken care of, right? So in the process of that, the divine had canceled my job on purpose. So it's canceled today on purpose, and so I called the people and let them know that I'm not going to be working tomorrow because I have to make sure that my transportation is taken care of properly. Correct? So, right? So I got to handle that. So this message is telling you, the spirit was telling me that all the vibes, the things that's changing in your life is dealing with goodness. Even though that my transportation was having that screaming and hollering in that tire, it was hollering too on the passenger side. It was screaming like as of like that type of scream, but it was very loud. And I'm like, what the heck is that? So I jumped out the car and I looked. I said, what's going on with y'all? So I ain't no fat tire, because the tire light was on. So it was letting me know some type of service needs to be done. So the tire wasn't low, but if I had to scream like that, it kind of startled me as if I ran over somebody, but I know I didn't run over nobody. So the scream to me was a scream, my tires was messed up. It needs some brakes, right? So the spirit was telling me, as I sat down and thought about this, I canceled your occasions your events that you had set up, and you found out this way because I'm rerouting. So the spirit was letting you know, to let you guys know some things is about to transpire and it's about to be rerouted. A lot of things about to be canceled, not just because you wanted to cancel them, but the divine is setting it up for it to be canceled. Because again, I was going to a new client's home. I don't know these people, but obviously the vibe was going to be wrong towards wherever I was going. That's the way I looked at it. Okay, I could be wrong, but the environment somewhere in that area probably would have had a bad vibe at this particular day, this day, not tomorrow, not the next day, but it could be just for this particular day, something bad over in that neighborhood or whatever could have been transpired. I don't know. I'm not a psychic. I don't know. So I only can share with you what is given to me. But it's something about the vibe that the spirit didn't want me in that direction today. And that's why it was dealing with my brakes. Sometimes you got to pay attention to the small signs. You know, it might look like it's a bad thing, but it turns out to be a good thing due to the fact that it was my brakes. So the spirit was telling me to halt, stop, don't move. And some of you guys need to stop, halt, and don't move because you're ignoring the signs. That's a natural wear and tear on the car. When you start hearing the screaming, the very beginning stage of it, it start making noise, but mine was making a big noise. So it's not that it's been like that. It just got like this because I was in my vehicle a couple days ago and there wasn't no noise. So I'm saying to you, the spirit is telling you guys to stop, halt for a minute. Right idea, wrong person that they messing with. Same way with you. The spirit is telling you the right person, but that's the wrong idea. Only good vibes, period, point blank. So the things that you desire and you trying to do, continue on doing it because it's all the way up from here. It's some things that you're not going to see. It's some things that you're not going to be able to identify or what's really going on. But pay attention to the signs. Follow your intuition. Because like I said, my brakes was making, my car was making this noise when I put on my brakes. It was screaming. Excuse me, confirmation. It was screaming. I wasn't upset, but I was upset because I want to know why I didn't get the message that I had a noise in my tire and I wasn't even driving my vehicle. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, it ain't got nothing to do about the natural eye. It has something to do in the spiritual eye. The spirit is want you to, the divine wants you to slow down. It's time to stop. It's time to slow down and sit back and analyze any and everything, especially this person that you're dealing with. Because there's some stuff that you do not see that's going on. And if you don't pay attention, if you don't stop and pay attention, you're going to end up with the wrong person or the wrong job, being at the wrong job. There's some things that you don't see. So the little small things that you do, and some of you guys are probably having problems with your brakes right now, and you still driving on that squeaky noise until you get paid to be able to get you some brakes. No, you need to stop because the divine is trying to protect you. Because you're going in the wrong direction, trying to slow you down because you're moving too fast. You're moving too fast. Slow down. It's a bunch of lies in the midst of it. And some of these people depend on you. And they up there saying, oh, we can do this and we can do that tomorrow. We can do this, done this, another. I'm going to help. Stop it. It's time for you to slow down. You know them vibes. You just ignoring the vibes. You got a lot of good energy around you. And it's time for you to shift to that energy. It's in you. Stop thinking and saying, I don't know what that came from. I felt something. That's your interest. That's your inner you. You're growing into your higher self, and you ignoring the signs. You ignoring your intuition. But it's a lot of good things that's about to come your way if you pay attention and pause. Because I promise you, I was upset. But this is the season in my life that I don't care how nobody feel about the circumstances or situation. I'm still going to speak what's on my heart. I'm still going to speak things due to the fact that this is what I should be sharing instead of biting the bullet all the time. I'm going to speak what's on my heart, especially if it's a continuous pattern. So to keep my heart at pure and keep my peace and continue on my healing journey, I have to confess out of my own mouth to my own self, and I also got to speak up for myself and not keep sweeping things up under the rug. And that's what you guys need to be doing, is the same. Just to let you guys know that. I just want to let you guys know too as well, if you are been procrastinating, if you've been thinking about a move, you want to move, the Spirit said, yes, it's fine. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and take that leap of faith. Go ahead and move. Go ahead and throw that bed in the trash. If you feel like that bed has something going on with it, throw it in the trash. You was not lying. Because you're going to end up with a new one anyway. It's a lot of things that you're not going to be able to take when you take this move. But at the end of the day, it's good for you. Because you hold on to things that you'll need to hold on to anyway. But right now, you guys are dealing with some foul. There's a lot of stuff around you that ain't no good. But the Spirit wants you to shift and go with the flow, because there's nothing but good vibes that's headed your way. And all this bad vibes that's around you is trying to prevent you from getting the goodness out of what you're supposed to get. Guess what? They're going to be gone. So you got to fight. You got to fight that and walk away from things that you don't even want to deal with, or it ain't supposed to be in your life because you feel attached to it. And for real, you're not even attached to it. They are attached to you. Because it's a spirit on it. And you need to learn how to just have a discernment to understand that. Because some of you guys, it's not a type of people to cling to stuff. You give away any and everything and go buy something else. But there's something that's just something or someone that you so attached to that you can't shake it, is because it's a spirit connected to it. So what you need to do is cut ties, burn you a candle, get you some string and detach yourself from it. Set it on fire, confirmation. Set it cold. That was the ice maker. It's dead. Excuse me for saying that, but it's over with. No more lying to yourself. No, be codependent on nothing and nobody. Stand up for yourself and push forward. The things that you do not see, the Spirit is trying to tell you you're not strong enough. That's why you can't see what you do not see. Just like the trees that you see, ain't no leaves out there on them trees. On the tall ones, that is, that you can see. The things that you cannot see. And if you stare long enough, you can be able to see the leaves that's on them trees. Spiritually, you can see them to a naked eye. And if you look at it long enough, guess what? The trees are moving. The very things that you don't see, you can see it. But the trees is not moving. The very thing that you cannot see, remember that, you can see it. But some things you cannot see, even with the naked eye. But the Spirit is saying is the things that you cannot see is because you have not got to that level yet. But as you continue on growing into good vibrations, you'll be able to see the unseen and the things that's unknown to you. You'll be connected to the right person or the right things, different gems and vehicles. You'll be able to see what car is for you. You'll be able to know what house that you're moving into. Everything will be true to you. It wouldn't be lies. Because right now, some of us, we dealing with illusions, a bunch of lies, because of things that people say. And we don't know how to dissect it, to see what's really going on. Because you're still in your lower self. So the Spirit is saying, hold on, hold. Slow down. Pump your brakes. Be still. That's on one story. And the other story is, the scream is congratulations. Because you've been doing so great for percentage of you guys, that's collectors that's listening. Since you've been doing so great, the Most High is about to bless you tremendously. Great things is about to happen for you. Sunshine. It's all up for you. Greater days are here for you. You are seeing the unseen. You are manifesting any and everything that your heart desired. All because your energy was in a positive perspective. And you've been living the truth and not a lie. And you was codependent on the divine and on the universe instead of man or woman or materialistic things. And that's the problem. That you guys, not the second half, not the people that the message I just spoke for, speaking about the other people. Everybody was so accustomed on to materialistic things and not what the divine have for them spiritually and uplifting. The ones that was dealing with material, you got some issues. The ones that was already doing what they supposed to do, the work in a positive perspective, and they got nothing to do with material things. The Most High is the divine is really elevating you and giving you your heart desires, whether if it's materialistic things or not. Elevation in your spiritual growth, in your healing. You're going to get there faster than normal. It's just like I don't know if you guys, well, everybody watched the Road Runner, and the Road Runner, Speedy Gonzalez and them. That thing ran real fast, but the Road Runner could never. They could never catch Road Runner. The Cody could never catch Road Runner, and that's how your blessings, the divine is going to do for you. It's going to be so fast coming in your life. Once you get something else going to come before you get before the other thing get to you. So fast. You're not even going to be able to enjoy the first blessing before the second blessing come in. All because you did the work. And you wasn't selfish at all. You was doing what you're supposed to do. And for the other people, the other part of the collective that I'm talking to, that you guys are just was so onto material things, the shiny things, instead of what you should have been focusing on. And it ain't even got to be shiny things. It could be a mate, it could be a job, whatever that you was focusing on, and you wanted you want more of, and it's not to make yourself higher than where you at spiritually. I'm not saying that the Most High is not going, the divine is not going to give you anything, but it's going to be slow for you. You got to pick and choose where you want to be at. Do you want to go higher, or you want to stay in the middle? You want to keep riding with no brakes. It's a scream for you, telling you to halt, and you want to keep going. You're going to spend more money because you done rolled your rotors out, because you ain't got no brakes. Now you're riding on your back brakes because you ran out your brakes. Oh no, I got to get to work. Oh no, I got to go do this. Oh no, I got to do that. I get my brakes fixed this time and that time. No, the Spirit says stop. Why would you make something even more difficult for yourself and make more money come out your pocket instead of just wait a minute and wait till that time? Allow me to enhance you in that area. It's saving your life, but you want to keep pushing forward. So for you that want to keep pushing forward instead of paying attention and following your intuition and listening to the Most High and the universe telling you what you should not be doing, by you choose to refuse, you're going to be dependent on what you thought you was going to get. You're going to be dependent on something that you shouldn't be dependent on. And you're going to be dealing with them lies for a long time. So if you're expecting to get a feel-good message all the time and talking about your past person and all that, you're not going to get that from this channel. I'm sorry. I'm only able to give you the truth. What's given to me, I'm going to give it to you. Period, point blank. You know, I got an email stating that I should do more readings about if you're gonna get if my person gonna come back. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Whatever is led for me to speak on, that's what I'm gonna do. If they're your past, they're your past. Why would I keep now? That's disrespectful, because for the mere fact that they would ask a question like that is because they look at you as if you some type of basically they trying to pimp your gift. They trying to pimp my gift. And if you guys are readers or spiritual readers or whatever, tarot readers, however you want, they all the same, prophets, whatever. And people come to you and want a word from you or want you to do such, they trying to pimp your gift. Don't let nobody disrespect your gift like that. Because that's ignorant and disrespectful. They think that you can, you're supposed to go around and just talk about what they want. No, that's what's wrong. And honestly, tell you the truth. In the churches, no disrespect, in the churches, they are given what they allowed to speak in the church. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to say to the people. And that's why a lot of people leaving the church, because they being lied to. And that's why a lot of these readers out here lying to folks, because these people, these so-called collectives, not all but some, is sending them messages telling them, why don't you speak about this and why don't you talk about this? I'm not doing all of that, because they pimping you. You should want to tell the people the truth and not a lie. Anyway. And no, this is for entertainment only. I'm just telling them what it is. It's for entertainment only. But if you know the truth, you know the truth. If you know the lie, you know the lie. Period, point blank. Every read that somebody shared with somebody, it does not mean it's going to happen that same day or tomorrow. It can happen months from now. It could have already happened. So let's not get it twisted. But I want to share with you, and the Spirit wants you guys to slow down, pay attention to your intuition. The reason why the tire was screaming is the Spirit was hollering. In a good manner, not a bad manner. Screaming, let me know. All right. I need you to call them people, let them know that you ain't going to work tomorrow. You'll be all right. I'm still going to take care of you. You still going to get some finance. Don't worry about that. I've been taking care of you. But we got to get this ride together first. We need to sit down and get some rest. Okay. I ain't got no problem with that. But at the same time, the Spirit was telling me, I need you to be still. I need you to go into meditation, because I want you to hear something. I got something to tell you. And I want you to listen. And I caught that too. This is what I want you to share with my people. Let them know that I'm coming, and I'm coming in fast. I got that too. Hold for a second. I got that too. And I'm sharing this with you guys on purpose. So you guys need to sit down and pay attention. Y'all done got several signs. Several signs. With your car, you done got lights put on. Get your lights came on in your vehicle, and it's telling you need some air, and you don't need no air in your tire. The Spirit is telling you to slow down. And sometimes it's that when you see the air button, the air light on, and ain't nothing wrong with it, the Spirit is letting you know that you got to speak up, because air is your voice. You got to speak up, and for some of you, you need to be quiet because you're talking too much. You're talking yourself right out of something good. So you need to slow your roll. Pay attention to your to what you got going on in your life. You know, because everything that you're doing that's not right, those are red flags. Those are challenges in your life that you need to pay attention to. Remember, I shared with you the other day, blind spots. Them your blind spots to you that you need to protect yourself on. You need to give yourself a reality check, for real, because you don't want to do that, because you think you're right all the time, and you're dealing with the right person, but the wrong person. If that makes sense. And for some of you guys, you're closing the door for your promotion and this job that you're trying to get because you talk too much, because they don't want you coming in their place of establishment with that aura that you have around you. They have nothing but good aura when you come in there. And you coming in there don't want to speak to nobody, having your face all down, your face always in your phone instead of holding your head up. People at businesses don't want you to come in like that. You better act like you want that job. And you don't even know the owner standing right there looking at you. And they acting like they ain't nobody. They acting like they ain't even the owner, because they up there challenging you or how you handling your business. And you procrastinating, and you know you need this job. They are not about to allow you to come into the establishment, whether if it's a job or a person that you want to deal with, or anything or anybody. They are not going to allow you to come in to drain their energy. They're not going to do that. They want nothing but good vibes only. Because when you all come together, if it's one bad apple in the basket, the rest of them are going to get messed up too if they don't get picked that one bad apple out. But if all good vibes is in there, if all good vibes is in their place in establishment, whether if it's a relationship, a job, or wherever, guess what's going to happen? It's going to bloom. It's going to bloom. Whether if it's in a relationship or not. If that relationship that you're trying to get involved with, or you already involved with, and if that person don't have a good energy, you don't need to be dealing with that person. They should make you feel good in the midst of it. You should be smiling, not just because I met a new person. Nah, that person should be making you smile before when your phone rings, you should already know that's that person, because then you got butterflies before your phone even start ringing. If you're not getting that type of vibe, that's not the right person. But when you're in that type of establishment, you have to know where you at, baby. You got to know where you at. You got to set yourself in a predicament like never before. You got to pay attention to the warning signs, because all of that was a warning sign. When my tire was making that noise and that light was on, that was a warning sign. That was a red flag for me. It's an indicator that it's trouble ahead. It's letting me know it's some trouble ahead. And I have to be prepared for that. I got to stay prayed up just as well as you guys do. I got to go in meditation. I got to see what the Spirit wants me to see. So pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the warning signs. Pay attention, because of course we ignore a lot of stuff, and we got to take these things for a sign, because if you take it as a sign, you know you're going to listen to, you're going to see the goodness out of it. You're going to save some finance, or you're going to save your energy and not waste it on something that's nothing, that's in your life to try to drain you. You'll see the blind spots. You will see it. Yeah, you would definitely see it. And the doors will not be closed to you. They'll be open. Due to the fact that if you paid attention to it and you see that the doors was, if you paid attention to the blind side and the red flags, the doors will be open to you. And you looking like, that door closed. I'm going to close it for them. But I mean, that door open. But let me close that door, because right now, things is going on. And people in your life, even with your jobs in that matter, people are trying to paint a picture to make you look like, trying to make it look like it's good. But you got away from that and you healed from certain things, or you're still healing from certain things, people, places, and things. And people, places, and things come back around. You either get invited to that place or you end up at that place, however you might want to look at it. But here it is, that door was still open that you left cracked. And the Spirit was like, hold on. That's still a trigger. Let me shut that door. So the Spirit telling you, shut that door. Shut that door and let it stay shut. Don't let that creep back in. Some of you guys don't need people to come back in your life. Leave them where they at. Just like they left you where you at. And they didn't have no feelings about them leaving you. They didn't care about them leaving you where you at. Don't chase nothing. If you got to do the chasing, that ain't for you. You don't chase nothing that belongs to you. Just like if you had a dog and that dog run off and want to run away, or a cat, any type of animal that you have, if you have any animals, and that animal run off, and you the owner of that, supposed to be the owner, and it run off, it ain't yours. Let it be. Let them keep on running. Let that stray be a stray. Because what's for you, it's going to come right back to you. And it's going to stay. It ain't going to run from you. So if you got to chase somebody, even with a job. I was with a job for so many years. And I was crazy about this job. Gave that job my all. This job let me go. I was broken. I couldn't believe it. How you going to let me go? And I did all, I mean, I was good at what I did. I was running every department in the building. I couldn't believe it. I was happy to go to work. Who'd be happy to go be somebody else's slave? I was happy to go to work because I liked what I did. And I was helping everybody. When they let me go, I ain't gonna lie, I celebrated, but I was hurt. And then right after that, 2 months later, they come ask me, they need me to come back. They want me to come back. Nah, you shouldn't have left me. You shouldn't have let me out. You let me go. So I'm not chasing you and pleading the case with you. This actually why y'all fired me. You got me messed up. My season up with you. You should have kept me when I had you. And that's what you guys got to look at things like that. When people walk away from you, leave them where they at. Don't you go chasing. I know at times you want to, but don't chase them, because if it's for you, it's going to come back. And they going to have their heart going to be open to you. You ain't going to have to say nothing. If it's for them to come back to you. So let dogs run off and birds fly away and cats go and do what they do. Whatever, however they do it, let them do what they do. You are not to chase nothing because anything you got to chase, remember, it does not belong to you. If it run away or walk away, that's fine. I always say a snake is a snake no matter how you look at it. It's a story about a snake. And I know you guys heard about this snake. This man was down the road. Matter of fact, I'm going to use me for an example. I'm putting my name in there. Put me in there. She was walking down the road and seen a snake injured. She picked that snake up. The snake was tore up by the person that she is. She's a caring, nurturing individual. She picks up the snake and reminds herself, you know that's a snake. And it's a vicious snake too. So you sure you want to do that? So she said, all right, so snake, let her go ahead and let me go. I'm going to go ahead and heal this snake. So she healed the snake, nourished the snake. Snake got back to healthy and everything, fed the snake, kicked it and talked with the snake. Snake was appreciative, said all the things he wanted to do, kept she warm as she landed them by the fire. She banished them and everything. till he get completely healed. His tooth had fell out. She kept him for so long, his tooth grew back. Reminds us of venomous snake. And what happened? The snake bit I Am She. All because I Am She was living on something that was already vicious. And she knew it was vicious, but she thought that because she has a heart that she has, she can lavish love on a snake that was vicious. And didn't think the snake would hurt her or harm her because she healed the snake. But the snake bit her. And she asked the snake, why would you do me like this? After all I've done for you. And you know what the snake said back to I Am She? You knew what I was when you picked me up. You knew I was a snake. So what do snakes do? We only shed skin. That's what the snake told I Am She. We only shed skin. I'm still going to be a snake. So it's my nature to bite. That's what I do. That's what the snake said. So I'm saying to you, a snake gonna be a snake no matter how you look at it. It's only shedding skin. The snake cannot change, but it's skin. So I tell you, when something walk away from you and you being snaked in something, let that snake go on about his business. Because a snake is a liar. And it will bite you. The harmless snake even bites you. And that's a garden snake. And he don't even bite, but he aggressive too. He gonna snap at you too. So be careful what you lay down. You lay down with a dog, you're gonna get fleas, right? So be careful. So if people walk away from you, don't chase them, move. The Spirit is telling you to stop, pause. Be careful. Slow down. I need to tell you something. Whether if it's good or bad, the Spirit is trying to tell you something. And it's good. For most of you guys, 88% of you guys is good. The Spirit is trying. I'm sorry. 88% of you guys, the Spirit is telling you it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. And the rest of you guys, the Spirit is telling you it's a good thing. So, you might not agree with the message, but it's the truth. Some of you are going to take it and some of you are not. So for you that's out there got that mindset, you trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, you trying to hustle the bustle, you foul. There's nothing good coming out of that. You might think it is because you slick just like they being slick. And the other you guys that's got good vibes, great things is going to happen. And you're going to be able to identify the unseen, which is the snakes that's trying to be in your presence. They see your potential, they know what you got, and they're going to try to rock with you. But the Spirit going to allow you to see that don't fool with that. Because at the end of the day, it's a snake. Don't chase nothing that didn't come to you. Whatever then walked away or left you, leave it where it lay. In order for you to destroy a snake that's venom or any type of snake, so what are you supposed to do? Cut the head off. And some of you guys, you need to cut the head off because it means you no good. You don't understand, but you're going to understand. Confirmation, my phone just started ringing. If it interrupted, that's why. But at the end of the day, let stuff go. Pay attention to your intuition. Slow down. Slow down. Use your voice. Don't be afraid. Everything's gonna be just fine. You ain't got to worry about no justice because justice already been served. Everything been served already. For some of you guys, all of you, justice been served, good or bad. To all of you guys. So, y'all just got to understand the signs. You got to pay attention to the signs. And ladies and gents, let me share something with you. Stop telling people your business. Stop telling people your business. What type of work that you have, how much money you make. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Because if you want a great relationship and you want a healthy relationship, don't tell that other person your business. Because all they're doing is counting your pockets to see what you can do. Or what they don't want to do for you because you already got it going on. And if you don't got it going on, you don't tell nobody nothing. Don't tell nobody not a dang on thing. If they want to tell you their business, tell them. I had to tell my friend, this guy, I ain't gonna say my friend, because he's not my friend, but this guy, I had to let him know that don't turn me on because you do this and you do that. Tell me something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you got it, you established. I'm glad you own your own house, you in the movie industry, you got money and all of that. That means nothing to me. If you want to move me, speak to my spirit. Talk to my mind. All that other materialistic things, yes, that do comes in handy, but that don't keep me alive. That don't put a smile on my face. Yeah, for a moment. To me, those are just shiny things when you mess up that you want to give. That's the only thing I look at. But ladies and gents, stop doing that. Stop telling people your business because they try to see what you got. If you don't tell them and they try to tell you about themselves or what they got going on because they want you to tell them what you got going on to see if they can be able to come in your life and hustle you out of your coins or whatever you have. Don't do that. Don't tell nobody nothing. Especially if that ain't your husband or your wife. Don't tell your boyfriend, girlfriend, none of them people, none of your business no more. Because they only will be in your life just to suck you dry. Real talk. That's that snake for you. That's that energy vampire. Don't share nothing with nobody no more. Not even your own family. Because they'll do it to you too. And if you don't believe me, keep on telling and watch what happens. When you get down, you ain't going to have nobody to turn to. And some of you guys already like that because you did too much. But didn't understand why this happened to me. It's because you was talking too much. You are a target. So you got to learn how to be quiet. So you can be able to hear, like I was able to hear my car screaming. Instead of me getting in my car and turning my music up like I normally do and drive off, I didn't even turn my music on. I just drove off and that's when I heard the music. That's when I heard the scream. So sometimes you need to turn the music down so you can hear. You have to listen so you can be able to hear. So, with that being said, pay attention to the small things so you can be able to know the truth. Okay? Stop telling people your business. And even like I said about dude, they're a nice person from what I hear and and see in that matter, but I don't care about what you got. What else can you bring to the table? That's my thing. And they still not yet gave it to me. So I already know that's a no-no for me. But I'm going to give them a chance. Because it ain't been long enough for me to be able to get anything from them anyway. But normally you can hear from the first conversation when you heard with a person what it is and what it ain't. And so far it ain't with me. I'm just sorry. I'm just well-seasoned individual. I'm sorry. Some men can't deal with a woman like me. Yes, I am very headstrong, but yet my heart is soft. I'm just not. I'm tired of the shenanigans, and some of you men and women is tired of the shenanigans too. But at the end of the day, greater is coming, and for some, greater is already here. Greater is already here. And you know, I haven't talked to my bestie best in a long time. It's been a minute since I talked to my best friend. Of course, it's a male. And today was the first time I talked to them in a long time, in a few weeks. And I enjoyed the conversation. But I noticed something too. Growth is everything, y'all. Growth is everything, and it means so much. And I'm so grateful for growth. I am so grateful for growth. I really am. And I'm so glad that I can identify any and everything on different levels. And I'm grateful that I'm able to look right into people's spirit to see if it's the truth or a lie. Whether if it's a lie or not, I still can see good in somebody, in everybody. And that's what you guys need to do. You need to start focusing on the good in the person instead of the bad. Because when you focus on something bad in people, because of how you were treated, that's a sign that you have not healed, or not even in a healing process. You still holding on something that's messy, and it's a grudge from yourself, not from the others. So you gotta look at and find good things in everything, whether if it's a past person or a friend or whoever. Look at something good at all times, okay? That's how you know you're doing good. But I'm grateful that I talked to my friend today. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I thought they was mad at me for whatever reason. I don't know, but it is what it is. And if they was, that's fine too. I mean, life moves on. I ain't lose no sleep. That's for sure. And I sure ain't miss a meal, but I'm glad that I was able to talk to my friend. Remember, I was used to tell y'all that was my safe place? He was my safe place. You know, like I shared with him, I don't know if they still my safe place because I haven't been around him in so long. But it is what it is. If he is, he is. If he ain't, he ain't. I'm fine with that too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just grateful that I was able to have a conversation. I might not even talk to them. They might not talk to me, shoot, for another month or so, whatever. But I'm grateful for today because tomorrow ain't promised to none of us anyway. But anyway, I appreciate y'all listening to me and coming to my message. Whenever you get this message, there's no timestamp to it. I appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel and like my channel. It'll mean a lot to me, and you'll get more from me. I'm gonna try to at least give you guys a message a day. If not, you'll get one every other day. But I'm trying my best to stay consistent on daily messages. But I'm only gonna post when the Spirit allowed me to record a message, okay? But again, if you paid attention to the screen, and before you, I promise you, it looked like leaves grew on them trees. And there's no leaves on them trees. And it looked like the screen got closer and I didn't even touch it. So, I just wanted y'all to know that. I appreciate y'all so much. And thank y'all for subscribing and liking my channel. And even for the cross watchers that's in the backyard, in the back, I appreciate y'all even listening to my messages. It mean a lot to me. The Spirit been dealing with me about me revealing myself again, which even though y'all already know what I look like, but the Spirit been dealing with me about, you know, showing myself, not actually me, but pulling my cards out and laying my cards out, because I've been freestyling and listening to the Spirit as I speak to you guys since I've been on here stuff for like once or twice. But I know I'm gonna be getting my cards soon. But in the meantime, you'll be getting some and some without, okay? Well, again, thank you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking my page. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and like my videos. I would gladly appreciate it. Thank you. Peace.